If you grew up in a narcissistic or dysfunctional family system, then you will have not been allowed to be your true self. Whether your role in the family that was assigned to you was as scapegoat or golden child or even mascot because you had a bit of humour about you, then you would have been pigeonholed to fulfill your role only. Whether you were the one to take all the accolades for the family, but actually you weren't taking them. It was your narcissistic parent who was saying, oh, that's only because I did this for them and I did that for them, so therefore they've achieved this and that. Or if you were the scapegoat, if you try to be your authentic self, how dare you? You're just doing this to disappoint me again. Why would you think you could do that? You failed in that, you failed in that. How are you going to succeed in this? You know, whether they do it in that way, so overtly, or in a backhanded way, it's still the same thing. And the person who is the mascot of the family, if you're not being entertaining and if you're not making everyone laugh, then you are not fulfilling your role and you may feel some shame about that. So in these situations, our inner lives, we weren't allowed to be connected to them. And part of the growing up process and part of the healing process is learning, what do I really think in this situation? What do I really feel in this situation? What's my true decision that's mine? Even though all these people are saying, I need to think that and I should think that and I should think this. What do I actually think? What are my values here? What's my purpose in all of this? And what are my needs and my choices? Now, the calmer we can be, the closer we are to realizing who our inner self is and if it goes along with these people outside of ourselves. Now, there's two things that we can do when we've learned not to be in tune with our true self when we were younger. One thing is we can act out of our anxiety and we could be oversharing in situations, and also we may undershare in situations. So we might actually simply not trust anyone, even if that person has actually proved themselves over many years to be rather trustworthy. Maybe we've shared with them and then suddenly we're feeling a bit icky. And it's like, oh, why did I do that? Oh no, have I shared too much? Maybe I'm not safe here. When actually that might be a safe situation. And also in the other sense, or in the other direction, we might be in an unsafe situation, and because it feels so familiar to where we grew up when we were younger, we might actually, in error, think that place is safe until suddenly we find we've shared and been vulnerable with those people and we've had shame bombs thrown right back at us.